Hi everybody, and welcome to NorCal Slot Car Scene. This past week at Motown Raceway, we had a visitor, and that was Ivan Basas, the owner of Scale Auto.
Welcome to Motown and welcome to NorCal Slot Car Scene.
Thank you to you.
For those of you that have lived under a rock with slot cars, Ivan is the owner of Scale Auto. They make some of the finest 32nd, 24 scale, track, controllers. What else?
Lap counting systems.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, we have the full stack.
Let me ask you one quick question. What's your favorite car that you've built or class of car that you've produced?
The classic.
The 24 scale?
Yeah, the classic 24 scale.
Those are great. I wish we raced those up here. Those are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, this is very nice. And I used to start racing that in the 94. And until now is the class I love it with most enthusiastic way.
Well, those do. One of the reasons I'm in 32nd scale is I like the looks of the cars. They look like real cars.
It is. Indeed. We have a lot of time investing in the designs of the bodies, and our engineers take a lot of time to express the maximum detailing as possible with the possibilities of making 1/32, which is quite small, but they are work very efficiently and very nice with a very lightweight version of the bodies. So we always try to be in a competitive and high performance bodies for the classes.
Well, you're bringing a lot of products to market in various classes, and like you say, controllers, track. You must have a huge staff of engineers and designers.
No, we have most of them are outsourced. So we have 2 engineers in house. And the 2 engineers, they have a team of freelancers that works for them, and they help them in the process of making the parts and the pieces and the designs and everything.
That's amazing. My favorite class right now is the new hypercars because, like I said, I'm into real cars, and you've brought so many to market in a very short period of time.
Yeah, there is 4 models already in the market since the last 2 years, and we are introducing this month of where we are shipping right now the 2 new models, which is the Alpina 424 and the Lamborghini SC63 that's still racing in America. And those 2 cars make 6 cars, and in the process of doing 2 more cars for the summertime, and it will complete the lineup of 8 different models of this hypercar class, which is one of our most interesting classes on the catalog.
That's amazing. You've created a new class. There's a couple others out there we know of, but it pretty much belongs to Scale Auto.
Yeah, probably we are leading that class in most of the clubs that are racing this kind of products, and it's a way that to introduce the brand in some of the unknown clubs that until now did not touch our brand, and now they are expanding to our catalog as well.
And they're extremely fast. The tracks in Northern California that they've run on have all set overall lap records.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. That's good for me. We had, as I told you, a good batch of engineers that's working on the back to make the cars fast and to make the models as good as the customer needs to blow up the records.
Well, I'm glad you brought them to market. When they came out, a lot of people said they're too long, they're too narrow, and they kind of had to eat their words because now they're just too fast.
Yeah, too fast. Yeah, I know. At the start, we thought that the cars in the real life it's also very long cars, and we thought that maybe this was too long. But when we start testing it, it shows up that it was the correct sizing, and the real fast comes into these sizings.
I'm hoping, being a Ford fan, you bring out the Ford hypercar, but nobody's seen it yet, so it's kind of hard to design something that nobody's seen.
Well, we are also designing the McLaren one that it's only some sneak pictures on the market, and the real car still not show up, and we are still already started the design of that one, and as soon as it make the debut, we will finalize with all the details that we can see in the photos to make the correct shape and the correct details on it.
Well, you've done an amazing job with not only the hypercars, but the GT3 cars, the GT cars, and everything. So I'm sure everybody out in the YouTube land, so to speak, really appreciates the work that you're doing.
Yeah, we are actually the manufacturer of 1/32 cars, which are more focused to competition that have a larger catalog of GT range with 20 different models. So this is a big catalog that the people can choose from many different cars in the range.
Anything new coming out that you can talk about?
Well, we have 3 cars that we purchased from Black Arrow. You remember, it was a Spanish brand which was Black Arrow, and they stopped working, and we purchased the three bodies they had, and make a retrofit of chassis to allow our mechanical parts in it. And this is coming now also in April, May to release into the market, which is the Lamborghini Murcielago GT1, the Aston Martin DBR, and the Ferrari F458.
Sounds great. Glad to see that coming back to life. Anything else you'd like to say to the Northern California people? We appreciate. We're glad you came up to Motown. First of all, thank you.
Yeah, we are here just to see the place and to understand what the people raise, and so that we can support them with what they need to grow up. And this is the main target in our visits, is to understand the market and see what we can do for them, that they can expand the customer base and make it more open to more customers.
We did see something I didn't think we'd see. We saw you out on the drag strip.
Yeah, well, I used to make the drag straight in Spain 25 years ago, because we installed one at some of the championships we did, and we did it for a couple of years, only once a year, in one weekend, and I like it. And I used to be the Parma importer in Spain, so I used to raise the Edge chassis from Parma, and a stock dragster chassis, and this was a lot of fun at that time, and just remembering some good times.
Awesome. For those of you drag racers out there, the first time he put a controller in his hand, he had a .01 light.
Oh, that's good.
Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you very much, Ivan. It was nice meeting you today. We're going to have a race that your sons are participating in.
Yeah.
So we'll see some of that in the video. And thanks from NorCal Slot Car Scene for allowing us to talk to you.
Thank you.
Perfect.